Hello everyone, and welcome to another Company Heroes 2 replay cast. My name is ITA, and today we're gonna have ourselves a 1v1 on Kholodny Ferma Winter. Our heroes today are going to be Mr. MCp.CanadianVez, playing as the Osttruppen, or Wehrmacht faction, in the blue. His opponent is going to be Nikojoe, ITA, playing as the British forces, the UKF, in the red.
Infantry squad trained and ready to go.
And there you go. That's about it. Not much else to say. ITA, as they said there on the chat at the beginning of the game, stands for Italy. So we're just going to call him Nico, and the other player we're just going to call him Vez. Again, though, the annoying thing about Kholodny Ferma is that the sides are switched as far as how the colors are presented here on the replay. So that means that we're actually looking at it like this instead. And that makes more sense because, you know, blue's over here, red's over there. Kind of like it should be. But this confuses people and makes them feel uncomfortable. So
A new infantry section is ready for battle.
it's fine. Let's take a look at what's going on. So Mr. Vez at the very beginning has selected his doctrine. That is, of course, the Osttruppen doctrine. Getting himself an MG42 since you can get it from the HQ, and having his Osttruppen go up to the northern munitions point. Going to be capping some territories. Nico, for his part, though, is getting infantry sections, and more infantry sections, but has just as well selected his own doctrine, and that is, of course, the Advanced Emplacement Regiment, which is, you know, known as the Cancer Regiment, but we did get the slight nerf on it on the patch, and that is where the fortifications upgrade. This one, I believe, improved fortifications. Yeah, it doesn't give as big a buff as it used to, so you know, a little bit easier to take down the weapons. Southern side of the map. Pilot squad running into an infantry section, going to be quickly torn apart. Not a lot that those little guys can do against that. And with a second infantry section on the field, well, that pilot squad quickly needs to retreat. Infantry section inside the church getting gunned at by the MG42. MG42 has taken a loss as it continues to lay into the house. On the other side of the church, we do have the Osttruppen squad taking cover by the car and laying into the house, bringing them down to 2 men. So that could potentially be the death of this squad. Needs to evacuate in soon, but it might be a little bit too late. Gonna be trying to go for a flank here and destroy the MG42. That might be the only possibility for this squad to survive. It does not, however. So Nico does end up losing one squad to begin with. However, Nico did get the MG42 decrewed. Gonna be trying to go for the steal. However, this is not advised as there is a sniper on the field here for Vez, which may... Oh, seems like it actually worked out. Okay, well, I was going to say it was very risky because if Vez would wait exactly to the point where the squad would take the MG and then just shoot the remaining guy, that would be another easy squad wipe. Would still have to deal with the MG42 later, but there you go. Vickers machine gun is on the field, though, for Mr. Nico, so he does have some sort of a presence on the field coming out now. Everything else is currently retreating. And for Vez, he, like we said, has that sniper on the field and now has 3 Osttruppen, one of them coming into the field right now. Could use that MG42, though, but he did leave it there a little bit too long as it got flanked, but I guess he wanted to trade for the squad inside. I guess he wasn't expecting to actually lose the weapon with his troops moving out. So anyways, Osttruppen in the center, getting shot at there by the Vickers. The sniper taking some shots in there, trying to clear out the squad inside, managing to get 1 kill in there, but ends up getting shot at, takes some damage, down to half health, and is now going back to base. And either not Nico, damn it, I keep looking at the name right here because it's on this side. See how stupid that is? Anyways, Osttruppen squad in the center, though, does get torn apart there for Vez, and Nico just pushes out with his infantry sections. Anyways, what I was saying is that he either has to move out with the sniper as it is injured and risk it, or just leave it in the base and wait until he has a bunker down. But looks like he is going to be pushing out because he kind of needs stuff on the field, and Vez has already lost a MG42 and an Osttruppen squad, so he's not doing very good right now. Southern point, we do have an Osttruppen squad, and if I start hacking like crazy, coughing, I'm sorry, but there seems to be a lot of dust in the air, and if I try to inhale, I feel like I'm going to die. Sorry. So, you know, I kind of have to breathe a little bit, but I'm going to try and breathe through my nose as much as I can. Anyways, what the hell's going on? More Osttruppen on the field. I mean, of course, that is to be expected. You can just pump out as many Osttruppen as you want because they're rather cheap. 200 manpower. We can only assume, though, that some tech is going to be coming down for CanadianVez. He did get himself his tier 1. Not going to be getting... Oh, wait, no, he did get a sniper. Never mind. I don't think he's going to be getting anything else, though. Infantry section in the center. Being pushed on by those Osttruppen. Down to 2 men. Shots flying in its directions. Vickers machine gun inside. Well, not inside, but outside in the house. Shooting into the inside of that house. And the MG42 stolen from the church. Taking some shots into that house as well. So the Osttruppen inside not having a good time. Up in the north, infantry section for Nikojoe just moving around. And we shall see rather soon where he decides to build his Bofors, I would assume would be the first thing coming. We do have the platoon command post already out. No Royal Engineers just yet, so we'll see what he's waiting for. But for now, he does have the infantry sections just capping as much as they can. So, yeah, I mean, not a lot of infantry or field presence right now for either player. I mean, right now Nico is holding the field with just 1 MG inside the church and a squad up in the north, and that's it. Sniper still on the field there for CanadianVez. He's doing what he can. 9 kills so far, 10 kills, taking another shot into the MG in the church. Ooh, shot flies there, and down goes the MG inside the church. Lost to the battlefield as well, so nobody's going to be able to pick it up. Nice little, you know, control there for Vez. He did actually go for the double tap with the incendiary round, so that's why he was able to quickly kill the squad member inside. Pios up in the north with their flamethrowers trying to fight that. Yeah, I said it. The infantry section. God damn, it's so hard to breathe. And they would have lost the engagement, which they do end up retreating anyways, but with an Osttruppen squad coming up to support, it's going to delay it a while and they'll probably win. There's only 2 members left in that section. The other infantry section did get upgraded with medical supplies. The... What is this? The MG42? Or the Vickers? Seems to be the Vickers. Okay. So Nico deciding, oh yeah, I have a lot of stuff on the field. Maybe I should just start getting, I mean, a lot of resources. Maybe I should start getting stuff on the field and actually putting up a fight. Does start building his Bofors right there in the center. Very out in the open, very exposed. AT gun can easily get, you know, a shot off in it from the front of the base, but with the improved fortifications and bracing and such, it might be easy to keep it, you know. I mean, not easy, but might be possible to keep it. Anyways, Osttruppens for Vez just capturing around as much as they can. 1 heading up north, 1 currently in the south, 1 a little bit further north, you know. Things just moving around, mine getting laid down, Vez just trying to provide some cover there. And we see the improved fortification upgrade getting called down. So what was the change? They changed the armor and the health. I don't remember exactly. I'm not gonna look it up. You guys can look it up if you want. It doesn't matter exactly. It's just important to note that the upgrade itself doesn't provide as much of a buff as it did previously, but it still provides a buff. So we see Nico going all out into the defense of the center. This center victory point probably not going to be falling to CanadianVez at any point during the game unless he breaks the entire fortification here. And we do see the forward assembly going down. Now, I did get reminded that for the effects here, like this thing to take into account, you either garrison something or you do that. You put a forward assembly nearby, and that gives it access to the barrage abilities. So now this thing can actually do the suppressive barrage. So there you go. That's what I was missing the last time. I was like, why isn't it? It was also because that last time we saw that Doctrine, the player wasn't actually using it, you know, to its fullest potential. I mean, he really only built 1 Bofors and built it like very late in the game, so didn't really get any benefit from the Doctrine at any point. Anyways, sniper having its way here with the infantry in the center, getting some shots going on. That infantry section down to one man, manages to get out of there just barely. We do have the forward assembly there, which is going to heal up the units and, of course, allow them to reinforce. So Nico is not needing to retreat. However, he does need to see about pushing into either the north or the south because he doesn't have much to be able to do here. Pack gun is on the field here for CanadianVez, as we said. Can set up right there at range and take some shots at the Bofors. Infantry sections are going to be pushing out, trying to stop the harassing AT gun. Sniper is behind that, able to provide some support. And we do have a Pio squad hiding behind the house there. Shots flying from the Bofors, going to be landing. Oh, nasty shot there by the mortar. Nailing and clearing out the Pile squad. And the pack gun is forced to back off a little bit as the Bofors does take some shots headed and manages to clear out quite a bit of them. Might actually clear out the weapon. Sniper and Pile squad retreating as they run through a bit of a gauntlet there of infantry. However, the sniper able to come out of that without any hits on it, so quite lucky there for Vez. The pack gun is also able to make its way out of there, just barely, but it does. So CanadianVez feeling rather well there. We do have a tier 2 down for CanadianVez, of course. That's why we have the pack gun, but nothing else as far as units from tier 2. Did get a mortar on the field. Not a bad decision, especially because of the emplacement, so you can start trying to bombard at range. However, with the mortar emplacement, it's very difficult to actually get that down. And this thing could actually use also the improved fortification, but it is a little bit further back, so it's kind of protected. And of course, doesn't have the munitions, so. Okay, so Nico going for the creeping Bofors technique. Not sure how this one works out, but we'll see. We do see a lot of infantry pushing forward. The Bofors is not fully built and might not be getting built on time. Let's see.
An emplacement is being attacked.
The infantry section down to 2 men. Trying as much as they can to clear it out. 1 man left. Very slow building time, though, but everything does get forced away as the artillery barrages land on top of everything, and the Bofors gets finished. Very low in health, though, needs some repairs desperately, but it is online and active. Could do with bracing itself for a little while here while it gets repaired by something. But I don't think these guys can repair, right? You need Royal Engineers? Yeah, these guys can only repair. Building repair. No, they can repair. Okay, never mind. So, can send out his infantry sections and repair, because that's what they get here. This infantry sections can now do construct emplacements and building repair. There you go. Oh, sorry. Jeez. So the base sector guns are the ones shooting here. We see the pack gun getting stolen there by Nico. Gonna be trying to get it out of there. Seems unlikely, but it could happen. No forward retreat point set up yet on that one. Sniper taking some shots, manages to clear out the weapon, but leaves it right in front of the base there. The structure here still braced. Nobody has gone to repair it. And down it goes, so yeah, it didn't work out that well for Nico. Like I said, that's a little bit too far forward, you know. Trying to creep into the territory and just too easily taken out, but the mortar has been cleared out here for CanadianVez. He's just losing things left and right. His pack gun is still there, decrewed on the field. And the sniper taking as many shots as he can. Going to be trying to not allow the weapon to make it out of there, and manages to do a good job of it. Very nice there for Vez. Gets himself veterancy 3, 24 kills so far, so doing quite a bit of work. 1 man running straight into the enemy base. Staying alive at that, so, you know, pretty accurate how that works. Because that's where it's supposed to retreat.
We are losing a sector.
Oh well. Anyways, so Osttruppen pushing forward, trying to recover some territory. We see artillery barrage going right on top of them. They're going to try to shift position. Oof. They do, but get hit by the mortar.
Damned enemies trying to take a point from us. Bren guns and Beard launchers can now be used by many units.
And we see the Panzer IV running into the game now for CanadianVez. Going to be trying to take out the Bofors. The Bofors are going to be repaired as it gets attacked. Gets braced there by Mr. Nico. He's going to be able to withstand quite a bit of damage in this mode. However, it's a little bit of help as far as being able to do that. Nice little move there, though, by Nico. Garrisons in the squad that just received some Piats. The Panzer IV is just taking a beating there. Sniper sitting right in front of the Bofors. Gets himself killed, but a last shot there by the pack gun seems to have destroyed the building, so the Bofors has been eliminated for Nico. And you can see there the effects of the reduction on the buff of the fortifications, right? So, you know, it's a little bit easier to take them down. Not as tough, but, you know, still a bit of an effort. Mortar still there, though. 14 kills to the mortar. Veteran C2 acquired. What's it get? The creeping barrage at 1, and then reduces time between barrages. Third Bofors going down for Nico. Not going to be dissuaded here. LMG getting upgraded there for the infantry section. Nico are going to be trying to fight back against those Osttruppen as they try to gun down the producing squad. But with 5 of them still on the squad, the Bofors will be built very quickly. Up in the north, Vez with the bad manners, not liking the mode of play, but well, you got to deal with it. And Nico is just capturing some territory, getting those victory points. Victory points 356 to 419 in the favor for Nico. And on the south of the map, we see the Osttruppen moving around, trying to go to maybe cap something. Infantry sections in the center, just moving around, trying to capture what they can. Center Bofors getting upgraded once again with the improved fortifications. The Panzer IV did make it out of there. It actually stayed alive. It's getting some repairs going on it right now, so it'll take a while for it to come back into the field, but it's still there.
Causing trouble, trying to take one of our points.
Osttruppen not able to do too much against the infantry sections. We do see a Panzer Grenadier squad now on the field for Vez. Up in the north, trying to capture some territory. Panzer IV heading again headlong into the north. They're going to be, not to the north, to the center. Not going to be moving to any side, it seems like. Although, seems like it's going south now. It's going to be running itself straight into some Piats. Actually go for a lot of crushing here if we can actually catch any of them. Nope. Oof. Piats is doing so much damage here on that Panzer IV. Panzer IV needs to get the hell out of the way.
The job's finished.
Crushes the wreckage of the other Panzer IV, or another Panzer IV, I should say. And has to make its way back home now. It is understandable, though, the frustrations of not being able to just simply break through and these things taking so much effort to take down. We'll see how the meta evolves and
We're losing a capture point.
people are able to address and deal with those tactics. Anyways, Osttruppen pushing heavily down south, running themselves straight into one infantry section. All of them trying to focus on them. However, the northern one is getting blasted here. Manages to disconnect that point. And everybody else... pretty much everybody just laying into one infantry section. 4 of them still alive. Osttruppen squad down to 2 men, forced to retreat. The other squad gets pinned down, and the remaining squad, still a 4-on-6, hasn't been able to kill anybody. And we see a grenade getting tossed. Nice grenade, does a lot of damage to the Osttruppen squad, and the Piat squad is able to just simply rinse the remaining Osttruppen. This is unfortunately the case with the Osttruppen. They are not very strong and or very good, so the infantry sections seem godlike. Especially this one, it's veterancy 3, so it has a lot more damage that it can do and more resistance. Up in the north, infantry section moving around, capturing the victory points, 278 to 419. And back at base, Vez just doing what he can. Artillery field officer getting called in as well, trying to bolster that infantry count. And we see a Ostwind getting built for CanadianVez. Interesting decision. Not a bad one, I would say, considering that he can easily move to the outskirts and catch those infantry sections as they try and cap. And if you remove the infantry element there for Nico, I mean, all he's left is with buildings in the center and not a lot of capping capability. Might be, the Ostwind might fare better as far as killing the infantry here. Still, though, needs a lot of infantry support, and we see here the Panzer Grenadiers now running into that Piat squad. Piat squad taking quite a bit of damage here to the Panzer Grenadiers. Osttruppen in the north, forcing the retreat as well, and the Panzer Grenadiers end up getting hit there by the mortar anyways.
A capture point is being overrun.
Down south, the Osttruppen have been sent to cap what they can.
Our capture point. They're trying to take it. The enemy are attacking.
We see the Ostwind heading straight into the center for some reason or another. Not entirely sure why, though. Well, I guess, yeah, he wanted to call in the railway artillery. Okay. Okay, I understand that. Piats, however, very strong. A lot of Piats now equipped on all the squads, and the Ostwind unable to do too much. Nice direct shot there, lands on the forward assembly, or whatever you call it. Piat flying in all directions, hitting that Panzer IV down to about 25% strength. And we do see, I believe, a Comet. Nope, Sherman Firefly. Ooh, not a bad idea. That's a pretty powerful anti-tank gun.
Supplies looking a bit squiffy. Line's been cut.
And everybody gonna be healing? Oh, you're right. I was like, why are they healing? Well, of course, because there's infantry sections with medical supplies. At the same time that they repair the Bofors, making sure everything is still there and operational. Down south, Osttruppen just moving around, capping what they can, decapping what they can as well. And CanadianVez managing to stop the bleed a little bit there. 225, putting the points in his direction. 401 still left though for Nico, so he has quite a bit of time and, well, pretty well secured. Did lose the retreat point that you have to purchase, which is 200 manpower on that station there. So that's unfortunate, but seems like he'll be able to get it again at some point. Infantry section up north, trying to chase down a Panzer IV. The Panzer IV just moving back, not being able to do too much against it. Squad pops into the house and gets some shots flying. We do have the Sherman Firefly on the field. Sherman Firefly does, of course, have the Tulip rockets available there. Pretty cool. Looks like a fucking mech warrior. But doesn't need it. Gets a good shot there with the main gun. And down goes the Panzer IV for CanadianVez. Is Sherman Firefly. Pretty badass looking tank there. Rocket on the side. Down south, we hear Osttruppen engaging what they can.
To take one of our points.
Even the pack gun back there. Osttruppen over here getting cleared out. Infantry sections pushing forward. Osttruppen getting gunned there. But the game comes to a close as CanadianVez throws in the towel, not wanting to continue to fight against the Sim City of Nico. Anyways, guys, well, there you go. It's still there, still alive, so leave your comments, I suppose. Anyways, guys, like I say always, I do hope you enjoyed the game. If you have any positive or negative remark, go ahead and leave it in the comment section below. If you have any replays you want to send me, go ahead and send them to the email that I will put in the description. But otherwise, I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.